Hey guys, it's Kevin Marvey for this week of Big Brother 20, episodes 15 through 17. I'm just going to get into it, guys. I recorded an over 30-minute review for this already. I uploaded to YouTube thinking it would all be there. Somehow it only got a minute of what I talked about. I don't exactly know what really happened there, but I'm just going to get to it real quick because I have no motivation to redo that review. It was 30 minutes long. I was fine with it. I liked the way it played out. And now, unfortunately, I gotta redo the entire thing. I don't have any way of editing my videos, unfortunately, this week either, because I had to turn my other computer in. It's been for some reason not charging, so I had to take it in. I'm using a backup computer, and I don't have the editing software on there, so I have no way to edit this video either. So I'm just going to get right into it. This was another really great week. I really did love the way things did play out. It's pretty crazy that we're this far into the game and still things are going great. Things still are very much impressing me. There was a lot to get into, but the main thing is, of course, is Tyler. Tyler is just really impressing me. Every single time that I think Tyler is in danger, he finds a way to get himself out of it. I mean, the way he was able to talk to Bayleigh this week and able to take himself off the block, I thought was so great. I really loved the way he was able to do that, and the way that he basically made it seem like he was upset that Kaitlyn left, when in reality we know he doesn't really give two shits about Kaitlyn. He couldn't care less about her. You know, just the fact he was able to do that, I think, was really impressive. I loved what he was able to do there, and I definitely am really rooting for Tyler after this for sure. I think that was, like I said, a very good move for him, and him working with Bayleigh, it's a good thing for him. It's not really a good thing for her. And Bayleigh this week, I will say right now, she definitely did not need to win that HOH at all. It was not at all something that she needed. I understand why she won, but there clearly was, she really did not need that HOH at all. And I think she really kind of made herself a target this week, especially attacking Fessy as much as she did, trying to get to the bottom of things, going as far as to wake him up. I mean, yeah, I really do think she made a huge target on her back that she really did not need. And I will not be surprised if Bayleigh ends up going as soon as next week. I think definitely she's probably going to go next week. I think that's definitely going to happen to her, and especially what she did with Rachel. I really don't understand why she had to tell Rachel about her power app. This is not someone that was on her side of the house. She's HOH. She targeted Rachel. I understand that Rachel was a pawn and everything, but why did you need to tell her about this power app? I mean, I guess she was trying to give her reassurance or whatever, but I don't understand why she had to tell her this. It doesn't benefit her at all. Rachel obviously was going to tell the rest of level 6 about it, so what good is this doing for Bayleigh? I just don't really understand where her head was at there. As far as things do go with Rachel overall, Rachel was a complete mess this week. I mean, basically, obviously she was overreacting about it, but throughout the entire week, she basically thought that she was a pawn, and she was still very upset about it because she didn't want Brett to leave and things like that, and things really do get bad for her with Angela. Her and Angela, for the most part, have been on good terms thus far, but of course, things go really sour, especially once Bayleigh has this conversation with Tyler, because Tyler ends up, winning. He ends up getting veto and everything. And I forgot to say she put Rachel and Brett on the block. But again, I said that in my 30-minute review. I keep leaving things out. I apologize. I'm just a little bit upset that it's gone or whatever. But basically, she talks to Tyler about it, and Tyler basically, he is doing what he can to save level 6. He doesn't want to get Brett or Rachel out, and what she decides is she takes it as he wants to go after Angela, and she takes this to Rachel, and the two of them are kind of playing on starting this all-girls alliance, which I actually really think could work out, because think about it, there's only 4 guys left in the house. It's mainly just girls. This is one of the rare all-women's alliance that could actually work out, and Rachel is very much on board with this plan. Unfortunately, though, this does very much backfire for her, because she goes to Angela, talks to her about it, and Angela is not at all convinced that Tyler would go after her. She thinks that Rachel is just lying to her face. She goes to Kaycee, and Tyler's very conflicted on what to do. He wanted to save Brett, but at the same time, he wanted to save Rachel, and he decides that he's not going to use the veto. And I do think this was the best thing for him to do, even though he didn't know about that all-girls alliance. If he were to put Angela up, it would just continue their theory that Tyler just wanted to get a girl out of the house and they'd be gunning after him. And if he took Rachel off the block, then Brett would go home, and we know he definitely does not want Brett to leave. So I do think he did a good job in not using the veto or whatever. But then, of course, we do get to the eviction, and the way things do play out, I loved that Brett did out everything once again. Brett is really starting to impress me, I have to say. I think Brett is someone that honestly could go really far if he continues to have this attitude of just outing everything and, trying to get people on his side and actually doing that in a strategic way for them to use that into their account with their votes. I think he could honestly go really far. Like, sure, is he kind of a douchebag and is he very much arrogant? Oh, absolutely. But I actually do think he's playing this in a way where it actually is somewhat helping him. The way he's able to campaign, it's different from what we've seen in a while, but I do think he's doing quite a good job. And I think after this week, Tyler and Brett really need to link up and work together. Those two, I think, could really dominate this house if they work closely together. And I think if those two were to work together and maybe start something, then I think they could actually go really far. And I really do hope that they end up doing that because, like I said, I think Brett's doing a very good job. Rachel, of course, is evicted. She's absolutely flabbergasted. She can't believe that this actually did happen. She's all fired up. I loved Angela's thing at Rachel where she basically thinks that she's lying to her or whatever. And I love seeing Rachel upset. We have not seen something like this in a long time, and especially compared to last season where everyone was just so sure that they were going to leave. Seeing Rachel all shocked and flabbergasted, not knowing what the hell just happened. I just really love seeing the fact that Julie could barely even get a word out of her. I just thought was hilarious to watch, and I really love seeing Rachel's reaction there. We're definitely going to be seeing that reaction of Rachel, what Angela said. We're definitely going to be seeing that in, all kinds of, gifts and things like that. But speaking of gifts, Angela actually does end up winning HOH, and I'm interested in this. I really do want to see where Angela can go. She's been fairly under the radar so far, but I think if she really wanted to, she could really do well here. She could really make some waves in the house, and I do really want to see where Angela's head is at. Like I said, she's been fairly irrelevant in the show, and I think, honestly, if she's going to show, we might have vastly underestimated her. I'm hoping that I am not overestimating Angela, but we'll have to see the way this plays out. I'm very happy to see that she won. And again, it continues that tradition of a different person winning every single time. I love that we're getting that this season. I love that it's every single time it's been someone that hasn't previously won, and I hope that really does. They do keep that up. As far as the Big Brother hacker goes, look, is it necessary? Absolutely not. I think this season is, crazy enough that we really don't need those twists. But something that the season has greatly benefited from is that every single one of those twists have had some sort of major impact on the game. And I think by doing this, maybe it could stir things up. I don't exactly know how it's going to come into play. Sure, it already did technically. I'm not going to get into that and what happened, but I do think this could somehow come into play. We'll have to see the way that does end up happening. As far as things do go with, like I said, Brett, I'm very interested in seeing what's going to happen there. Bayleigh is definitely going to find herself in a very bad position, as well as Scottie. Scottie was someone that Tyler was trying to get Bayleigh to possibly go after, but she actually held it off, and I don't think they're going to hold it off for that much longer. As the numbers on Faute start to get smaller, I think eventually he's going to have to go up. He's definitely someone they have in their back pocket, and I think his days are honestly numbered in this house. So if I was Scottie, I would be very worried moving forward. That hinky vote that he had with Swaggy, they have not at all forgotten about it. They still very much remember what he did, and I think definitely there is going to be some sort of blowback there. So we'll have to see the way that does play out. We're now in jury. I honestly can't believe it. Just the difference between this season and last season are just incredible to watch. The fact that last season I just couldn't wait for them to get to jury, and this season things are moving so fast I can't believe we're already at jury. And the fact that the house guests don't really care about that, like that's the least interesting thing they really care about. I'm just very happy to see. This season is still very much impressing me. I'm very interested in seeing where things are really going to go. But that's really all I do have to say about this week overall. I know I didn't give a very detailed review, but if you wanted that, that's gone. I tried looking for it. It's not anywhere. It's literally just a minute long. Like I said, I don't really have any way to edit my videos. Well, some of them, at least the movie reviews, will actually be edited by my good friend 22 Tiger Dude, so look forward to that. But reviews like this, I just really have no way to do it, unfortunately. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys saw this week overall. Left your thoughts in. I apologize, this was a shorter review, but it is what it is. At least I got a review out, and I'm really still enjoying the season. I can't wait to see the way things do play out. That's it for this video. We'll see you guys in my next video, and we'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.